Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again. Welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise here in year number 2. Last episode we took on the Platypi, a battle of division leaders, and we managed to best the undefeated team thanks in large part to the 5 RBI day by Thurman Colt, 4 of which were driven in on a grand slam and also 1 on an RBI single, as we got the win behind Frangipani and gave the Platypi their first loss of the season. With that, we extend our winning streak to 4 games in a row, and we enter into a matchup with the Heaters here, who are in last place in their division at 1-4. They'll be sending their second pitcher, Bishop Fuller, to the hill, 0-1 with a 4.26 ERA and an 0.95 WHIP. And for us, we'll be countering with veteran Erlang Elwood, who has no record, a 1.80 ERA and a 1.80 WHIP. So we'll be entering in at 5-1 here with a 2-game bump in the division. Here's the lineup for today's game. Leading off at short will be Buttons Bunterson. Following him will be the center fielder Thurman Colt. Batting third is the first baseman Joseph Trunk, back in the lineup. Batting fourth, catcher Jacques Often, who is still locked in. Batting fifth, third baseman Mario Mustachio, also back in the lineup today. Batting sixth, second baseman Sloop Whoopity. Batting seventh is the left fielder Rolf Borgner, and getting the start again in right field is rookie Carter Mahoney. He'll bat eighth, and rounding us out is Elwood on the mound. Let's get it on. Alrighty, Heaters still have a fantastically weak offense, it looks like here. Speed is probably about average, maybe a little bit above. Defense, same level. Same with their bullpen, and their pitching is where they really shine. Their starting pitching in particular is probably some of the best in the league, but if you don't have the offense to score the runs behind it, yeah, not going to get very far, and that's why they're at the bottom of their division right now at 1-4. Still waiting for that great breakout offensive day. Alrighty, on up for them first will be center fielder Reyes Rufo, then it is Slapper Glute, and Helena Bigsby will round it out, the former Buzzards player batting in the 3 slot. Leading off, locked in center fielder Reyes Rufo, hitting .350 with an RBI on the year. Here's a look at Elwood's numbers on the season. In his first start, Erlang, he got a no decision, only going 5 innings in that start. He gave up 1 earned run for a 1.80 WHIP and a 1.80 ERA. I just said that backwards, but oh well. 7 hits surrendered, 2 walks. He also struck out 5 batters. He had a batting average against a .333 in that start. Did not pitch long enough to get the win, but we did manage to get the win in relief of him with Bradley Bowler, as we were able to stretch Bowler in order to earn that victory. Elwood's ready. Let's get it on here. Here's the line. Well, first we got to look at the lineup for the Heaters. Getting a little bit too ahead of myself there. After Rufo, it is the left fielder Slapper Glute. Then it is the first baseman Helena Bigsby, the former Buzzards player. She'll bat third, a little tense. Batting fourth is newly signed third baseman Bobby Bash. Batting fifth, right fielder rookie Lee Fitzgerald. Batting sixth, the shortstop Carlton Starr. Batting seventh, the catcher Kimmy Smoke. Batting eighth, second baseman Maggie Rags. And batting ninth is the pitcher Bishop Fuller. Now we're ready. Let's get it on. First is fastball up and away, line to left center field. Borgner chases it down in the gap for the first out. Nice play. Next up will be the left fielder Slapper Glute, hitting .318 with an RBI on the year, batting in the 2 slot. Change it down in the way, is in there at the knees from Elwood, 0-1. Slider up and in, the next pitch is inside, 1-1 the count. Seamer up, line to right center field, giving chase Mahoney. He will drop it. This was just out of his reach. Don't know if an error was charged with Mahoney. We'll have to check the scorers table for that one. As coming up next is the first baseman Helena Bigsby. Former Buzzards player is tense, hitting .227. No homers or RBIs yet. And they did give an error to Mahoney, so that is unfortunate. Glute will reach. First pitch 2-seamer down and in. Chopper in front of the plate. Often fires quickly to second in time for the first out. Whoopity back to first in time. It's a double play as they capitalize on the slow-footed Bigsby to turn it. And that error does not mean anything. Bottom 1. Other than the error, nothing doing for the Heaters. Bunterson, Colt, and Trunk do up for us. Leading off the shortstop, Buttons Bunterson, hitting .440 on the year with an RBI. Here's a look at Fuller's numbers in better detail. Bishop took the loss in his first start. He has a 4.26 ERA and a 0.95 WHIP. 5 runs given up, 3 of which were earned in 1 start. He went 6 1/3 innings, giving up 5 hits. 2 homers in that 5 hits, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Batting average against .208. Despite giving up 5 runs, only 3 of them earned, which means he did technically pitch a quality start in that outing. But the defense behind him failed him at some point. So he does against us. Fastball in there for a strike, up and in, 0-1. Ball inside, misses, 1-1. Swung late at the fastball at the knees, 1-2. Fastball away is lined foul out of play by Bunterson, 1-2 the count. Fastball up line to center field, that's hanging up though, and Rufo will run it down, 1 down. That'll bring up the center fielder Thurman Colt, hitting .458 on the year with a homer and 5 RBIs, all 5 of which he drove in last episode, 4 of them on the grand slam. Slider at the letters in there for a strike as Fuller gets ahead, 0-1. Curveball down and in the dirt, 1-1. Slider is low this time, 2-1. Chased fastball up and away to Colt, 2-2 the count. Fastball at the knees, dribbled up the middle, past the diving second baseman into center field. That'll be a base hit for Colt, and he will have the first hit of the contest for either club. Runner first, 1 down for Joseph Trunk, first baseman back in the lineup today after sitting out last game. He did pinch hit in that game, which he did not get a hit. 200 average on the homer, 2 RBIs on the year. Fastball away, misses from Fuller, 1-0. Runner goes. Fastball up and in is high. Throw down is late. Stolen base for Colt as he gets that on the weak arm of Kimmy Smoke. Colt's second attempt to steal a base this year. He is now 1 for 2. 2-0 count here to Trunk in the driver's seat against Fuller. Fastball at the knees. He pulls it foul way early on the swing. Might have been a changeup there. 2-1. Fastball up, swings through it late. 2-2 the count to Joseph. Curveball down and then line to third. It's right to Bobby Bash though. 2 down as Trunk is once again tense. Next up, Jock Often, the catcher. Locked in so far is Jock, hitting .550 with a homer and an RBI on the year. 7 hits in his last 2 games. 7 for 8 at bats as he takes fastball in there at the letters, 0-1. Slider at the knees. Jock sits on it, drives it into the right center field. Did not get enough of it though, as Rufo runs it down on the warning track to end the inning. For the second, we're still scoreless. Bash, Fitzgerald, and Starr do up against Elwood. Leading off the inning for the Heaters is newly signed third baseman Bobby Bash. He was on the Hot Corners in year 1 of this franchise. Remained a free agent after the first quarter of the season, and the Heaters decided to pick him up to replace aging Theodore Stiffner over at third base, who wasn't delivering for them. So first bat of the year for Bash is he takes fastball inside from Elwood, ball 1. Curveball middle away, outside as well, 2-0. Changeup up is in there for a check swing called strike, 2-1 the count. Two-seamer down and away, in there, 2-2. Elwood evens it up here. And he put him away, fastball inside, chase for strike 3. First punch out for Elwood, 1 down. Next up, the rookie right fielder Lee Fitzgerald. Hitting .263 on the year with 2 homers and 3 RBIs as he has low pitch active here. Fastball away, outside, ball 1. Change it up, Fitzgerald turns on it, rips it foul though as Borgner gives chase, 1-1 the count. Slider up and in, popped up to the left of the mound, Elwood over to his left. He'll make the catch, 2 down. Next up is the shortstop Carlton Starr, hitting .294 on the year as he looks to keep the inning alive here. Two-seamer up and in is in there for a strike called, 0-1. Slider up and away, grounded and hold a short past the diving Bunterson. Starr will do the job and keep the inning alive there with his first hit for the Heaters today. So that'll bring up catcher Kimmy Smoke, hitting a .167. First pitch to our curveball in the dirt, bounces, good block there by Often, ball 1. Fastball away, line to short. Bunterson leaps out of his reach, and that is down for another hit. 2 2-out hits here, keep the Heaters in the inning. That'll bring up the 8-hitter, second baseman Maggie Rags, hitting .308 with an RBI. Can she come through in the RBI opportunity? First pitch to her, change it down in the way. Line to center field. That will get it done as that's into center. Colt cuts it off. Runner going for third. Relay throw is late. 1-0. Heaters take the lead. That'll bring up the pitcher Bishop Fuller, hitless on the year. Looking to keep the inning alive here against Elwood, who's falling apart with 2 outs. First fastball at the letters, fouled off on the left side, out of reach of Bordner, 0-1. Two-seamer up and in, popped up to second base. Whoopity over there, calls off Trunk. That'll end the inning, but the Heaters do get three two-out hits, Jesus, and score the first run of the game on the single by Maggie Rags, 1-0 to the second. Bottom half, Mustachio, Whoopity, and Bordner do up. Leading off the inning is the third baseman Mario Mustachio, 78, 3 RBIs on the year for him. Curveball away, misses, ball 1. Fastball middle in, swung through it late, 1-1 the count. Change up away in there at the knees, 1-2. Fastball up and in, line to second, right to Rags, who makes the catch at her knees, 1 down. Next up will be the second baseman Slip Whoopity, hitting .238 on the year. First pitch fastball in there, middle in, 0-1. Fastball away, swung late, 0-2. Slider middle in, grounded up the middle, backhanded by Rags, 2 down. Fuller cruising here, and that'll bring up left fielder Rolf Bordner, hitting .333, 2 RBIs on the year for Rolf. Fastball in there at the knees, 0-1. Slider down and in is low, 1-1. Change it down in the way, grounder to third, right at Bash, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Fuller. He puts another 0 on the board. To the third, it is 1-0 still. Rufo, Glute, and Bigsby do up. Leading off is center fielder Reyes Rufo, 0 for 1 day for the center fielder. First pitch curveball in the dirt, bounces, ball 1. Down and in, fouled off behind the plate, 1-1. Fastball up and away, outside, 2-1. Two-seamer down, grounded up the middle, Bunterson over for it, fires to first in time, 1 down. Next up will be left fielder Slapper Glute, 0 for 1 day for Slapper as he reached on an error his first time up by right fielder Carter Mahoney. He was then promptly erased on the double play ball. Curveball down and away, in the dirt, ball 1. Slider up, taken high, 2-0. Good hitters count here for Glute. Takes a two-seamer at the knees, 2-1. Fastball down and away, fouled off, 2-2 now the count. The ball up and in, chopper to short, charging Bunderson. He'll make the play to first, 2 down. That'll bring up Helena Bigsby, first baseman, grounded into another player, first time up, 0 for 1, and she is still tense, but does still have power versus left-hander active, so we'll see if that actually comes into effect here. Two-seamer up and in, high, ball 1. Fastball away, line to second, over the leaping Whoopity. That is a base hit into right center field, and now will roll all the way to the wall. Colt will get it in, but that will be a 2-out double for Bigsby as she reaches to extend the inning. Can Heaters get another 2-out RBI? Here is Bobby Bash. Third baseman struck out swinging his first time up when he chased an inside fastball. Fastball middle in, line to center. This one caught too much of the plate as Colt will get it in. And Bigsby holds at third. Interesting. I guess they don't trust her speed. Runners at the corners now, and here's right fielder rookie Lee Fitzgerald. RBI chance for the rookie. Slider up and away is high, ball 1. Two-seamer up, fouled back, 1-1. Change up. High and inside, 2-1 as we lose the grip on that one. Fastball up, grounded hard to second. Whoopity there to backhanded. He'll fire to first, and that ends the inning as Elwood does manage to strand the runners. Bottom 3, we're still down 1. Mahoney, Elwood, and Punterson do up. Leading off for the Buzzards is rookie right fielder Carter Mahoney, who was tense after the error in the first inning, hitting .222 on the year with an RBI as he managed to get his first 2 career hits last episode, so yay for him. Fastball in there down the middle, 0-1. Change it down and in is inside, 1-1. Slider down and in, bloop to left center field. Mahoney will drop it in front of Galoot, and that is his 3rd career hit, as that will fix his mojo. Good job, Carter. Got to bring up the pitcher slot, Elwood. It's a good bunting situation. Elwood hitless on the air. Bunt being shown. And it is down. That will be a successful sacrifice as Mahoney moves into scoring position with 1 down. Brings up Bunterson, the shortstop. RBI chance for Buttons. Let's see if he comes through. Go out to center field his first time up as he gets a fastball away for a strike. 0-1. Fastball up and away, grounder to second. Rags, no play at third, will go to first, 2 down. And that will bring up Thurman Colt, who did single his first time up and then stole a bag. Let's see if Thurman can come through in the clutch with his 6th RBI of the year. Fastball up and in is a strike called, 0-1. Fastball away, outside, 1-1. Slider down and in, just inside, 2-1 to Colt. Slider hangs, and Colt sat on it, drives it deep to right field. Did he get enough on that power swing? Drifting back, Fitzgerald to the wall, leaping out of his reach. It's a home run and in the nest. 2nd homer in as many games for Thurman Colt. 2nd of the year, and that makes it a 2-1 game as the Buzzards take the lead on that big power swing. Next up, first baseman Joseph Trunk, 0-for-1 today as he is tense. Lined out his first time up, as that fastball's high, ball 1. Fastball bounces off, changeup bounces off the plate, it looks like, 2-0. Curveball low, chased and dribbled to short, easy play for Starr, and that ends the inning as Trunk once again fails to get a hit. To the 4th, it is 2-1 as the Buzzards take the lead on Colts homer. Starr, Smoke, and Rags do up against Elwood. Leading off, Carlton Starr, the shortstop, 1-for-1 day with a single. Fastball at the knees, grounded hard at the middle. That's past Bunterson on the dive, and that's a base hit. Starr 2-for-2 today with his 2nd hit. Leadoff man on in the 4th inning for the Heaters. So that'll bring up Kimmy Smoke, catcher, also 1-for-1 with the single. Slider up, called a strike, 0-1. Down and away, in there for a called strike, 0-2. Fastball down and in, low and inside, 1-2. Zoomer up and away. Breaking the bat of Smoke, it's popped up, foul territory. Mustachio calls off the pitcher and makes the catch, 1 down. Next up is Maggie Rags, the 2nd baseman, 1-for-1 with an RBI single, her first time up. Let's see if she can move the runner over here. First pitch changeup up and in. Fouled off by Rags, 0-1. Fastball up and away, swung through it, 0-2 the count. Dribble down and away, check swing low, good eye, 1-2. Zoomer down and in, called strike 3. 2nd punch out for Elwood today, 2 down in the inning. That brings up the pitcher, Bishop Fuller, 0-for-1 today. Grounded out his first time up. Fastball down and away, outside, ball 1. Dribble down and in, low, 2-0. Zoomer up and away, fouled off by Fuller, out of play on the left side, 2-1. Slider up and in, line to short, right at Bunterson, and that ends the inning as Elwood bounces back to strand the runner, bottom 4. It is 2-1 still. Often Mustachio and Whoopity do up as we look to build our lead. Leading off the inning is Jacques Often, the catcher. 0-for-1 day for Jacques. Curveball low, ball 1. Fastball high in there for a strike, 1-1. Fastball down the way, grounded hard to 3rd. Bash makes the play on a hop, 1 down. Next up, the 3rd baseman, Mario Mustachio, 0-for-1 day for Mario. Slider inside for a called strike. 0-1. Nice pitch. Fastball but in. Swung late. 0-2. Change it down. Pulled foul as Mustachio chases that in the dirt. 0-2 still the count though. Fastball up. Line to left center. Down for a base hit. And Mustachio breaks his hitless slump as he gets his first hit of the game. Runner at first. One down on the single. And that'll bring up Whoopity. 0-1 day for Sloop. Pitch out, nothing doing as they were expecting a steal there. Fastball up and in, a strike called, 1-1. Fastball up, Whoopity lines it down the right field line. That'll be a fair ball, and that will advance the runner as Fitzgerald does cut it off. Whoopity gets a single as Mustachio gets the third. Runners at the corners, one down. Good RBI chance for Borgner, who's 0-1 today. Rolf looking to come through for the team. Fastball down the middle, grounded in the hole, past the diving rags into right field. That is a base hit. Mustachio trots in from third. It is now 3-1 Buzzards. Next up, Mahoney. Right fielder singled for his first time up and then scored on the home run by Colt. Going to come through with his first RBI. Second RBI here is that pitch out is outside, ball one. Definitely worried about the double steal option. Pick off the second, nothing doing as both runners get back. Pitch out again, 2-0 the count. Bowler now tense. Fastball middle in there for a strike, 2-1. Pick off the second again, still nothing doing. Fastball middle away, swung late, 2-2 the count to Mahoney. Change it at the knees, out in front of it, strike three, swinging, rookie down with two down. First punch up for Fuller, and that'll bring up Elwood, the pitcher. Oh, no record. Sack bunt his first time up. 2-out RBI chance, half the swing here. Slider down the middle has popped up the second outer edge of the right field grass. Or should I say outfield edge of the dirt as Rags makes the catch, and that ends the inning. RBI single, though, by Borgner makes it a 3-1 game to the fifth. Rufo, Glute, and Bigsby do up. Next up, Rufo. Center fielder locked in still, despite being 0-2. First pitch slider up and away. Taken high, ball one. Fastball up and in. Popped up, shallow left center. In on it, Borgner. He'll call off Bunterson and makes the catch, one down. Next up would be left fielder Slapper Glute. 0-2 day for Slapper. First pitch change it down and away. Check swing outside, ball one. Fastball up and in. Liner to right center field. Hanging up for Mahoney. Makes the catch this time on Glute. 2 down. Next up, Bigsby. First baseman Singh doubled her last time up. Reached third base, but was held there as the Heaters failed to score. 1-2 day for Helena. First pitch curveball down and in the dirt as it bounces. Ball one. Up and in. High. 2-1. 2-0 the count. Fastball middle of the plate. Fouled off by Bigsby. 2-1. Slider down and away. Check swing is low. 3-1. Two-seamer down and in. Lined at the middle on the... That'll be another base hit for Bigsby. Second hit today for Helena. She's 2 for 3. That'll keep the inning alive here for third baseman Bobby Bash, who singled last time up. He is 1 for 2. He has also struck out, however. First pitch two-seamer up and away. Called a strike. The letter is 0-1. Elwood forges ahead here. Curveball down and in, dribbled up the middle. Bunterson charges, bare hands, and fires the first in time, and that ends the inning. As again, Elwood puts up a 0. Bottom 5, it is 3-1 still. Bunterson, Colt, Trunk look for some more insurance. Top of the lineup due up for the Buzzards here, as Bunterson leading off 0-2 day. Fielder's choice ground out last time up for Buttons. Change up at the knees, grounded up the middle. That's a base hit for Bunterson as he sat on it correctly. That'll make him 1 for 3, as he's locked in once more. That will bring up Thurman Colt, 2 for 2. 2-run homer last time up, and a single as he's now locked in. Fastball down and in, popped up, center field. Should be an easy play for Rufo, 1 down. Next up would be Trunk, 0 for 2 day for Joseph. Fastball up, called a strike, 0-1. Ball down and away is outside, 1-1. Fastball up and away, blooper to right field. That is down for a hit, and Trunk also breaks his hitless streak as he gets his first hit today. He's 1 for 3. He's back to neutral mojo. Way to go, Joseph. Next up, Jacques Often, the catcher. 0 for 2 day for Jacques. Fastball middle away. Jacques crushes that into left field as he sat dead red, and he gets it over the fence. It's in the nest, right in the Buzzards bullpen. Second homer of the year for Jacques Often. It's a 3-run bomb, and that blows the game open. It is now 6-1 as we have a 5-run lead. Power showing up big for the Buzzards here, and that'll bring up Mustachio. 1 for 2 day for Mario on the single, and that will do it for Bishop Fuller as that last blast was his last pass. Fuller down and out, and that will bring in Neverwalker, the ace reliever. Neverwalker in his second season, no record on the year. He has a 1.04 ERA and an 0.69 WHIP. 1 earned run given up in 5 games. He's thrown 8 2/3 innings with 4 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. He's also walked 2 and struck out 7. Batting average against us very, very impressive, 129. So he looks to stop the bleeding here as he's coming in locked in against Mustachio. 1 for 2 day for Mario as that fastball's high from Durr, ball 1. Dribble down and in, ripped hard on the line to right, but it's right to Fitzgerald as the rookie puts it away, 2 down. That'll bring up Whoopity. Second baseman singled last time up, he's 1 for 2. Slider low, ball 1. Dribble middle in, turned on and skied to left center field by Sloop as he hits it pretty well, but it hangs up for Gloot. And that ends the inning as Neverwalker sets down the 2 batters he faces out of the bullpen, but the big 3-run bomb by Jacques Often blows the game open. It is now 6-1 to the 6th. Fitzgerald, Starr, and Smoke do up. Leading up is Fitzgerald. Lee, rookie, 0 for 2 today. First pitch 2-seamer up and in. Called a strike. The letter is 0-1. For ball away. Outside, 1-1. 2-seamer middle of the plate. Sky ball into right field as he just got under it. Mahoney calling for it. And the rookie will retire the other rookie, 1 down. Next up is Carlton Starr, the shortstop. 2 for 2 to Carlton as he's been hitting the ball well. First pitch to him, a curveball down in the way is outside, ball 1. Slider away, outside, 2-0. Fastball from the way, called a strike, 2-1. Change it down and in, way out in front of it, 2-2 the count to Carlton. Beamer up and in, sky ball to left field, right to Borgner, who barely moves, 2 down. Next up, Kimmy Smoke, the catcher, 1 for 2 day for Kimmy. First pitch change up middle of the plate is taken for a strike called, 0-1 as Elwood's now locked in. Fastball down in the way, swung through it, 0-2. Ball up and away. Sky ball to right center field, going over Mahoney. He won't get there as that's down for under Colt's glove. That's extra bases as Smoke can run pretty well. Already on her way to third. She will get a triple out of this. Costly 3-bagger there as that extends the inning. Next up, Maggie Ragg. Second baseman's already singled in a run today. Let's see if she can do it again. But she will not get the opportunity as she will be pinch hit for by backup second baseman Big Bat Whopper Batsman, the former Herbisaurs hitter. 250 average on the year for Whopper. Looking to come through. Fastball down and in, inside, ball 1. Change it down and away. Chopper to short. Bunterson charges, bare hands and fires in time to first, and that ends the inning. As despite the gaff and fielding out there, the runner is stranded at third. Bottom 6, it's 6-1. Borgner, Mahoney, and Elwood do up. Leading off the inning, left fielder Rolf Borgner. RBI single last time up for Rolf. He's 1 for 2 today. Batsman remains in the game at second base. Curveball middle in on the first pitch is skied to center field as he got under it. Easy play for Rufo as he hardly moved. 1 down. Next up, the rookie right fielder Mahoney. 1 for 2 with a single. Struck out swinging last time up, which is why he is tense again. Slider inside, misses. Ball 1. Fastball middle in, and this time is a strike, 1-1. Fastball up, fouled off by Mahoney. 1-2 the count. Chased it in the dirt, strike 3. Second punch out for Mahoney today. First for Never Walker. 2 down, and that brings up the bases empty for Elwood. Locked in pitcher. 0 for 1 day with the pop out. Curveball hangs. That's grounded up the middle for a base hit, and Elwood has his first hit of the season as the pitcher keeps standing alive with a nice 2-out knock. That'll bring up Bunterson, who's 1 for 3 with a single. Now locked in again. Curveball hangs, and Bunterson puts it in the gap to left center field. He hit that well. That's going to one-hop to the wall. Will that be enough to score Elwood as he's flying to third? Here he comes around third. He's going to try and score. Bunterson gets in a rundown. That will do the job as Elwood does score on the double. Bunterson will be tagged out going for third here, and that does end the inning. But Bunterson's double nets us a run, and that sacrifice on the base pass got the job done. 7-1 to the 7th. Never Walker, Rufo, and Gloop due up. Here's Never Walker, pitcher due up here, and he will be pinch hit for it by utility man Godfrey Storm, the former Wild Pigs player. Hitless on the year is Storm, looking to come through here against Elwood. First one slider down and in is low in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball up and away, called a strike. 1-1. You see him right at the knees. Chopper to first, right to trunk. Easy play at first by himself. 1 down. Next up, Rufo, center fielder 0 for 3 today. First pitch curveball down and away, outside. Ball 1. Fastball up and away. Rufo skies that to left field. Borgner in a few steps to his right, makes the catch. 2 down. Next up, Glute 0 for 3 day for Slapper. Two-seamer middle away, fouled off. 0-1. Slider up and in, inside. Ball 1. Fastball down and in. Chopper to third. Mustachio barehands it on the charge and fires to first in time. 1-2-3 inning for Elwood. To the 8th we go. Coming out of the bullpen, rookie reliever Tremendous Castillo. Bottom 7, we're still up 6. Colt, Trunk, and Austin due up. Here's Colt, center fielder 2 for 3 today. 2-run homer and a single. He flew out last time up. Still locked in though as we take a look at the rookie Castillo's numbers. Tremendous, who's admittedly by ratings is not very tremendous. He is a C overall. It's very befuddling for a name. Anyway, no record, a 4.50 ERA and a 1.50 whip. 3 appearances, he's given up 2 earned runs in 4 innings pitched, 6 hits surrendered as well with 2 strikeouts recorded and 1 hit batsman. Batting average against for the rookie, .353. Not great at all. Coming out tense here as he fires a fastball in there on the letter. Inside third, 0-1. Curveball down and in is low and inside, 1-1. Fastball middle in, popped up the shallow center. Tough play for Starr, but he runs it down, 1 out. Next up, Trunk. First baseman singled last time up, he's 1 for 3. Change of away, called a strike, 0-1. Good pitch from Castillo. He's back to neutral mojo. Change up inside, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, skied to right center field by Trunk. That'll hang up for Rufo though and makes the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up Often, catcher 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer last time up as he is still locked in. Forkball away is outside, ball 1. Curveball hangs and swung under it as Often as he forgot to load up, 1-1. Curveball's inside, 2-1. Curveball away, outside, 3-1. That might have been a forkball. Fastball middle in, hard chopper through the middle as he gets under Castillo's glove. Base hit for Often. He is 2 for 4 as that extends the inning. Now to bring up Whoopity, 1 for 3 with a single. No, Mustachio, sorry. Whoopity's on deck. Bad jumps active for Often over at first base, so don't expect to steal out a shot. That fastball's down and in from Castillo, ball 1. That one up and in, caught the letters this time, 1-1. Change up at the knees, pulled it foul early on it, 1-2. Curveball hangs, Mustachio goes with it to left center field. He hits it very well as that's going to 1-hop to the wall. Extra bases for Mustachio on the double as Often scores easily from first. It is 8-1 Buzzards. Way to go, boys. There's the offense we've been looking for all year. Next up, Whoopity, second baseman 1 for 3 today as Castillo once again is tense. Change up at the knees. Whoopity sits on it, lines it to left field, but that will go right to Glute on a few steps backwards from his original position. That ends the inning. Still the RBI on the double by Mustachio makes it 8-1 now as we head to the 8th. Bigsby, Bash, and Fitzgerald do up against Elwood. Leading off Bigsby, 2 for 3 day for the first baseman. She's doubled and singled. First pitch changeup down in the way. Chop foul out of play, 0-1. Fastball down, low, 1-1. Curveball up and away, high, 2-1. Seamer down and away, chopper to short, Bunterson over to his left, makes the stop, 1 down. Next up is Bobby Bash, third baseman, 1 for 3 today with the single. Fastball up and in, called a strike, 0-1. Slider at the knees, chopper to the mound, Elwood there for it, fires the first, 2 down. Next up is Fitzgerald, rookie 0 for 3 today, and now tense. First pitch to him, a curveball up and in. Turned on and ripped to left field, hit pretty well by Fitzgerald. Borgner racing back, dives out of his reach as it hits off the base of the wall. That'll be a double for the rookie Fitzgerald as he'll keep the inning alive here with 2 down as he's back to neutral mojo. That sets up the RBI chance for Starr. Carlton 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Looking to get the club back in it by at least 1 run. 2-seamer down and in. Rip foul. 0-1. Fastball up and away. Popped up. Third baseman Mustachio in for it. Calls off Elwood. He'll make the catch, and that does end the inning. As once again, another 0 on the board from Elwood. To the bottom of the 8th, it is 8-1. Bottom 3 in the lineup due up for the Buzzards. Borgner, Mahoney, and then Elwood. Leading off the inning is Rolf Borgner, left fielder, 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. Facing the still tense Castillo. Curveball's inside, ball 1. Change it at the knees, turned on by Borgner. Skied to right field, that will hang up though for Fitzgerald, 1 down. Next up is Mahoney, right fielder, 1 for 3 with a single as he's still tense. Fastball up and in is a strike called, 0-1. Swung through it late, 0-2. Same spot. Fastball up and away, fouled off, still 0-2 as Castillo back to neutral mojo. Chased the changeup outside, and that is the 3rd strikeout today for Mahoney. He is now 1 for 4. Hat trick for the Rook. Elwood do him next, 1 for 2 with a single as he did get that single last time up. We will, however, pinch hit for him as his pitch count is at 90, and he's not going for a shutout, so there's no reason to leave him in. Coming off the bench to swing the stick is going to be backup first baseman Antonio Levo. Hitting .333 on the year, switch hitter as an RBI already on the season. Heater outside, misses, ball 1. Fastball put in, Levo crushes it against his old club. He says, that's for letting me go in free agency. Off the high wall in left center field, it's in the nest. Home run, Antonio Levo is first as a member of the Buzzards, and it is now 9-1. That'll bring up Bunterson, 2 for 4 today with a double, single, and an RBI. And that will do it for the rookie Castillo as that moonshot knocks him off the mound. Placing him former Hot Corners reliever Joseph Broseph. Broseph in his 2nd year in the league is 1-0. He has a 3 ERA and a 1.17 whip in 4 appearances this year. He's given up 2 earned runs, pitching 6 innings. He's also given up 6 hits, 1 of them a homer. He's walked a batter and struck out 4. Batting average against a solid .273. Broseph picked up in free agency by the Heaters, which was a leading factor for why Bobby Bash chose to be signed by them in free agency as well, I hear, as well as Randy Mann. Both of them were teammates of Broseff's last season. Facing Bunterson, who's 2 for 4. Changeup outside, misses, ball. Oh, fastball in there, I'm sorry. That's a strike, 0-1. Bunterson doubled in a run last time up and then was thrown out on the base pass to allow that run to score. He is 2 for 4. Fastball inside, backs him off the plate, 1-1. Fastball up, swung through it late, 1-2. Fastball up, chased it high, strike 3. Punch out for Broseph, and that ends the inning. Alright, well, with the pinch hitter coming on, we're going to put Levo in left field, which will move Borgner to right. We'll double switch commonly for Mahoney. Then we'll also make some more defensive changes here, as Smoke's 2 for 3 today. Triple and a single for Kimmy as she tripled last time up. Here's a look. We're going to swap him with Borgner, putting Levo in left. Trunk comes off as Fielder will take up duties at first base, and Hurls would take over duties at second base for the Tents. Whoopity. Often now on fire. Nice. Love to see it. Anyway, not the point. Pitching now is Meet Commonly, the C-rated reliever. No record, a 0 ERA and a 120 whip in his 2 appearances. No runs given up by Commonly, a trend he continues from last season where he had a perfect season, ERA-wise. Inning and 2/3 pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk given up. He's also struck out a batter, batting average against 167. Conversely, from last year, Commonly threw the most amount of innings for us out of the bullpen, and this season, least. More befitting of his ratings, perhaps? We'll see. Facing the catcher Smoke first here as that 2-seamer away is grounded foul, 0-1. That was a cutter. Never mind. Next pitch, a curveball down and in. Chopper to the mound. Commonly there for it. Fires to first. 1 down. Next up, the second baseman, Batsman. 0 for 1 day for Whopper. Grounded out to short his first time up. Fastball up and in is a ball high. 1-0. Cutter down and away. Called a strike. 1-1. Seamer away. Driven by Batsman to left field. He got that one. It is gone. Home run for Wappa Batsman as the Heaters send a flaming fastball over the left field fence into the Buzzards bullpen. Batsman's first homer of the year, and that is also the first run Commonly has given up in a season plus here in this franchise. 9-2 the score. Next up, Joseph Brosset, the pitcher. I expect a pinch hitter, and we get one. It is his old teammate from the hot corners, Randy Mann, who is hitless on the year. Commonly now tense after the long ball. Cutter up and away is a strike called, 0-1. Fastball middle of the plate, grounded up the middle, lined it up the middle, whatever. Base hit for Mann as that gets into center field without an issue. First hit of the year for Randy, and that'll bring up Rufo, the center fielder, who's 0 for 4 and still locked in. First pitch curveball down and in is inside. Ball 1. Fastball down and away, fouled off, 1-1. Two-seamer up and in. Sky ball to right center field by Rufo. Over for it is Colt. He's calling for it. And he does make the catch for the second out. Last chance for the Heaters is going to be left fielder Slapper Glute, who is 0 for 4 today as well. Let's see if Commonly, who's back to neutral mojo, can finish the job. Fastball up and away. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Cutter up and in. Fouled off left side. That's out of reach of Levo, who has no speed. 0-2 the count. But down and away. Fouled off. 0-2. Seamer up and in. Inside. 1-2. Fastball down and away. Check swing outside. Good eye. 2-2. Go down and in the dirt. Full count. Runner will take off on the pitch here. Post active for Commonly. Cutter away is fouled off. We'll do it again. Fastball down. Fouled off again. Seamer up and in. Lined in the hole to short. Bunterson backhands it on a hop. Fires the first in time, and that ends the game as the Buzzards win successfully over the Heaters, smashing them in the face today. 9-2 as the offense we've been searching for all season was found right where we left it, back at home. I think this is the first time we've scored more than 6 runs. Yeah, first time we scored more than 6 runs this season. Looking at the box scores here, hitless today for the Heaters were Rufo and Glute at the top of the lineup, as well as the pitcher slot. Randy Mann was the only successful person in that slot as the pinch hitter. Batsman, the solo home run there in the 9th inning, and Maggie Rags and RBI back in the 2nd inning are the only runs for the Heaters. I believe that was on a single for Rags, and for us, everybody got at least 1 hit today, except for, everyone, even the pitcher Elwood got a hit. Nice to see. Levo, the pinch hitter, also cracked a home run against his old club as he was feeling a certain kind of way about being released. Borgner, an RBI single, Mustachio, an RBI double, Often a 3-run homer, Colt the 2-run homer, and Bunterson an RBI single. Not a bad offensive spread. Pitching lines, Fuller, 4 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. No walks, 2 home runs given up as he falls to 0-2 on the year. Never Walker, inning and 2/3 out of the pen, giving up 2 hits on an earned run and a strikeout. Rookie Tremendous Castillo, inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 2 earned runs given up on a 1 homer and 1 strikeout. And Broseph, a third of an inning, striking out the only batter he faced. For us, Elwood, 8 innings of work, 9 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. Quality start for him as he improves to 1-0 as he does get the win this time. Commonly pitches the 9th inning, giving up 2 hits, his first run in the series on a solo home run. Player of the game is Jacques Often with the 3-run homer and the, I believe it was a single, scoring twice. Thurman Colts, runner-up with the 2-for-4-day homer, 2 RBIs, run scored, and a stolen base. And Erlang Elwood, the third-place finisher with his quality start of 8 innings, 9 hits, an earned run given up, and 2 strikeouts. Not bad at all. I'll take that every day of the week. It was just nice to have the offense show up today, even if it was against the last-place team. But hey, that's what you're supposed to do against the last-place team. You are supposed to beat up on them and show them no mercy. Alrighty, let's look around the league here. Hokie, +4 fielding. Solid for the rookie. Shame he's a pitcher. Key Gold signs to the Herbivores as he's picked up to replace aging veteran Juan Rojas. Stachio loses 2 contact. Not ideal, but we can work around that. And Keisha Mushara is released by the Jacks. The reliever replaced by veteran Dusty Winder from the B-Wolves. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's sim up to the next game here, see what happens around the league as all the moves are made. Alrighty, Hot Corners beat the Sirloins 3-2 and a nice pitcher stool there as they get their second win of the season. Sirloins fall to 1-5 after the loss. Grapplers win 10-3 as they beat up on the Jacks. Back to 500 for the Grapplers, while Pigs beat the Freebitters 3-1 as they retake the division lead. Overdogs shut out the Crocodons 1-0. Wide Loads beat the B-Wolves 8-3. Herbivores start early against Sawtooth and wins 6-3 as they hold off their late charge. Haters bouncing back here against the Platypi, winning 6-2 as they've cannibalized the division leader. Blowfish then beat the Moonstars 5-3. Crocodons bounce back to beat the Nemesis 2-1. And in the final game of the sim, I believe, Overdogs beat up the Grapplers 10-1. Nope, 3 games left, I can't read. Sandcats take on the Freebitters here. Sandcats win 5-2. Sirloins then bounce back, but lose to the Herbivores, who rally back, winning 4-3. And the Moose win in 10 innings over the Sawtooth 5-4. Alrighty, so we now have a 1.5 game lead as the Overdogs, I believe, win twice in that simulation. Nemesis do lose their only game matchup in the Sims. They fall to 3 games back. Crocs win 1 and lose 1, and Jacks lose 1 as well. So we have a decent lead here over the Overdogs, but they do manage to somewhat keep pace. That'll send us into the last game of the regular season's first half as we will be on the road against the B-Wolves. All around will be Trey Mondo, who pitched a 3-hitter his first time out with the complete game shutout, 1-0 with a 0 ERA and an 0.33 whip. And on the mound for the B-Wolves is the veteran Olaf Slakov, 1-0 with a 4.50 ERA and a 2 whip, who was picked up in free agency as he started the year as a free agency being released by the Herbivore. Player development options, let's have a look. Dumb one for Sherman, we're going to pass on that one, no need to get walk prone there. Intimidation for Texas again, not want to spend money on a veteran. Dumb one for Levo, pass. Still a decent one for Trunk, it'll be here next time though. This one for Hokie will also be here next time, and that is a too high of a chance to lose K-Man. Hard pass. Ooh, RBI man. This is one we got to snap up right now. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is a fantastic one. He needs to have this shot. Let's go for it. Come on, Ian. Big money, big money, big money. 2 power. Damn it. All right. 1 speed. Okay. Not bad. 2 fielding. Let's see. Big roll. Big money, big money, big money. Damn it. We fucked it again. Shit. Oh well. At least he's still getting better, so he's an even better bat off the bench now. Alrighty, let's set the lineup here, call it a day. Alrighty, leading off will be Bunterson at shortstop, followed by Mustachio back in the 2 slot at third. Trunk still tense at first base, he's batting third. Often, who's on fire, will bat fourth, still catching. Batting fifth will be locked in center fielder Thurman Colt. I actually do want to put Colt at the 2 slot since he is locked in. Put Mustachio down in the 5 slot. Borgner will bat 6th and left. Fielder in at second base. He'll bat 7th thanks to his utility trait. Axelson in right will bat 8th. I'm actually going to put her in left and move Borgner to right because I don't want the fielding penalty on her. And then Mondo will round us out on the mound. Okay, I can get behind that lineup. Alrighty, that'll do it for this episode, guys. Big, massive win against the Heaters as we actually had the offense show up. We crushed those Heaters 9-2 today. Had home runs from, the usual suspects, Often and Colt. Also got one off the bench in the pinch hitting role by Antonio Leyva. That was a nice shot that almost cleared the big wall in left center field at Shaka, which is impressive if you think about it. Can we keep this 5-game winning streak alive against the Beagles next time out? Tune in to find out. But we're comfortably right now in the lead with a 1.5-game advantage at the top of the division. I think we can keep it going. Hopefully we can. We'll just have to play the game next time to find out. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys' support. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, this is the Nasty One, signing off.